Certain night, the night we met, there was magic bright in the air.
And then I'm trying to remember the whole time frame, but at the end of 2000, my family's in a car accident. My wife dies at the scene, basically in the hospital. I've got 3 little children to raise, and who are 6, 8, and 10 years old. And at that time, like I said, I think we were still just operating, my late wife and I, and an intern. But my brother, who I had mentioned, my late brother, who I mentioned had also been the one who got me into the music, producing concerts.
From Cutting Edge.
At the Cutting Edge. He left what he was doing or added to what he was doing, and he became the operations director for the company, and basically did pick things up. We never missed a beat when my wife died. Los Hombres Calientes was scheduled. My wife died in November 2000. Los Hombres Calientes was scheduled to do we had released an album by them in 2000 as well. They were scheduled to go record their 3rd album in 6 countries.
Wow.
And they asked whether...
What was their first, in 98?
First record was released in April 98. We released their 2nd album in 99.
Right.
Volume 2 was in 99. And then we were going to, and they said, should we still do this? And I think they were leaving right about that time, like December, to go record. And I said, yeah, go. I was supposed to go with them, but I didn't do that. But, so they went and recorded that album, Volume 3. It was released in 2001. It got a Grammy nomination in 2002.
Wow.
And I can still kind of remember breaking down and crying for that.
Yeah.
It brings tears to my eyes now. That was recorded it was perseverance. We just kept going. And that record, I think there were 50 people on it. It was recorded in Brazil and Haiti and Cuba and Dominican Republic and quite an undertaking. And at that time you had like Buena Vista Social Club and all this that was also making records in that vein. So that's November 2000, and my brother comes into the business. And then from the next several years, we start to grow the company. We had an assistant, we had a full-time graphic designer, we had a radio promoter part-time, we had a sponsorships person. We really started spending a lot of money, and bus billboards on Canal Street, tour bus support, lots of money being spent. And we added, over those years, we added John Cleary, and who, again, huge fan. I was a huge fan. The guys at Superfly, who were also managing Galactic, and had just started Bonnaroo, had asked me if I wanted to manage John at one point. And I said, I'm not really into, I help artists manage themselves if they're on the label, but I really don't want to pick up management clients. So we didn't do that, but eventually John came on the label, and I helped him manage himself for a brief time, and then he got into good hands with management and booking. One of the things about the label, I'll say, is that I always owned all the masters. And and at that time was still owning all these masters. So we added John Cleary, added Henry Butler. Henry was somebody I used to go see all the time, and he would always show up 30 minutes late, hour late. I recall that. But I was seeing him, back when my wife was living with her. So we added Teresa Anderson during the 2000, after my brother came into the company. We added Teresa Anderson to the company. We added, I think that was that. And we continued to release albums. By 2005, we released, I think we had released 5 albums by Irvin, 7 albums by Irvin.
Yeah.
We had released 6 or 7 albums by, I think we released 5 albums by Kermit, 5 or 6 by Irvin, 5 by Los Hombres Calientes.
Yeah.
A few by Jason Marsalis.
Were those all the Los Hombres, were those always recorded elsewhere?
Los Hombres was recorded...
Because of the Latin influence?
Volumes 3 and 5 had a lot of artists from elsewhere. Volumes 1, 2, and 4 were recorded mostly in New Orleans.
Gotcha. Okay.
There might have been a track or 2 that came in from elsewhere, but we didn't go on location to record.
Gotcha.
And a lot of the process of recording those albums was taking small recording rigs and recording elements of music that were developed into a full-fledged song. And we've got some great video. There's a Los Hombres Calientes live from the House of Blues. It's got behind-the-scenes video of those recording sessions. A steel band, steel pan drum band in, I guess that must have been in Haiti. Bill playing bata in Cuba with masters, and that kind of those elements being developed into it.